3 or 2.
Welcome to Late Night Live. And so we're going deep. I mean, deep in the rabbit hole tonight. This is going to be a great video. This is actually some things I was going to put together I've been putting together for quite some time, but there's been so much more involved in this. And what sparked me was Jay-Z at the Grammys last night. I'm going to show you a clip. Okay. There's, you can't see behind you over here, but I've got like a cork board with pictures, red yarn. I've been working on this thing for quite a while. You're going to get so much information in this video and it's going to blow your mind, or you're going to call me crazy. So anyhow, let's start off with this. Jay-Z at the Grammys last night. Okay. Goes on here and he winds up basically talking trash about the Grammys because Beyonce's never got like a Grammy for her whole album. Some of you may get wrong. I can't personally stand Jay-Z. I've never liked him. And let's just do a sidebar from it. I'm older guy, so I listen to, well, first off, I quit listening to rap as a whole after 2020, whenever basically Social Justice Warriors said I like to sing the songs. And whenever they said I can't sing it because, you know, I can't say certain words. So I don't want to even give them a click, a view, none of that. Because I like singing my music, right? But I do like Tupac. And I actually was just listening to Tupac and I sung every word of the song. But Tupac hated Jay-Z because he was part of Death Row Records. And Jay-Z was New York crowd, right? Bad Boy. He was friends with Bad Boy and all that. And so anyway, one funny story, Jay-Z was definitely afraid of Tupac. Okay. Tupac told him he was going to do a concert in Las Vegas, and Tupac's people told him he better not leave the room, and Jay-Z did not leave the room. He's a coward, you know, but Tupac's dead, so I will listen to Tupac. But anyway, yeah, Jay-Z has been around for a long time. He's, you know, he was mediocre. He was not a star by any means. Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac both of them were killed. But yeah, so and then also Easy, I listened to Easy. He's dead as well. He was part of Death Row. He left Death Row. And if you go listen to a song named Real MF and G's, he taught, and watch the video. He shows Dr. Dre, because Dr. Dre is a studio gangster. And he says that in the song, and he shows a picture of him in like some kind of like leotard outfit. Like he was like part of some, I don't know what it was, some group before, but he was not a gangster. So anyway, and he disses Snoop Dogg in there as well, but that's very, very sidebar. But I'm bringing these guys up. So, because of this, so hip hop was a psychological operation invented by the CIA in the 1980s. John Holmeston, a retired CIA agent, admitted that hip hop was a psychological operation invented by the CIA in the 1980s, and that the agency directed and funded famous performers like NWA, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, and Kanye West. The government at the time spent serious money on the operation designed to corrupt young people and sow division. At the time, we understood that music was a powerful propaganda tool for young people. We infiltrated mainstream radio to promote their music and get the word out to millions of people every day. He admitted famous songs by the iconic NWA band were ever written by a team of military propagandists and CIA psychologists. Holmeston claims that the psychological operation was extremely successful, and it's hard to argue with that. And you may say, why would the CIA be involved in something like that? Okay. So, well, there's a few reasons. Pull it up. You ever heard of COINTEL, hip hop and the FBI, a little known history? So yeah, the rise of hip hop, you know, and they talked about criminal activities. And obviously music encourages people to do things, right? And I mean, people blow their heads off because of certain music. And also a lot of music producers also they own prisons, right? Because prisons are leased out to federal and states, right? They don't own them. They are leased out. And so this was twofold. Basically, it helped with mass incarceration of Black America. It also helped promote criminal behavior to, i.e., do that. And you may say, well, why would they want to do that? Well, it's all about control. It worked because if you look at how it worked today, the mass incarceration of Black Americans, men, and then people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who put those Black men in prison with felonies. Democrats passed laws to put Black men in prison. And ultimately, what they did is remove the father. Now, mother with children needs support. Oh, well, the Democrat, we got the answer for that too. We create the cure, the disease and the cure. We'll give you money. We'll take care of you. Just vote for us. And so what it's led to now is Democrats put Black America in prison. And now Black America is dependent upon Democrats to survive. And so now they got votes, right? They got votes forever. So it worked. And you may say, nah, man, there's no possible way. Well, it just recently happened. U.S. agency infiltrated Cuban hip-hop scene to spark youth unrest. This was back from 2014. So we have what it says here is hip-hop has emerged as the latest covert weapon in U.S. government's plans to unseat Cuba's communist government. For more than 2 years, American Development Aid Organization has been secretly trying to infiltrate Cuba's underground hip-hop movement. The idea was to use Cuba's rappers to break, quote unquote, the information blockade and build a network of young people seeking social change. What was happening here? Social change. To spark a youth movement against the government. So our government has a history of doing these things, right? So we're going to jump back to Jay-Z for a minute because he's a key piece to this puzzle. Jay-Z has a new movie coming out, right? I'm going to let this gentleman here tell you about it so you can get the idea of it, okay? And the video, this gentleman's video is called Jay-Z Debuts New Blasphemous Movie called The Book of Clarence. Check it out.
What's going on, everybody? So I seen the preview for this movie pop up on my Instagram last night. Somebody tagged me in it called The Book of Clarence. First thing that I saw is that Jay-Z is involved in it, all right? And so the guy who's directing it, he also worked on a music video, Legacy, for I think Jay-Z's album 444, right? So him and Jay-Z are working together on this movie, right? You've got, Black Hebrew, I guess Israelites, you got a Black Jesus in the movie. And so, I play the trailer right here, you can see it, but pretty much they have this guy, right? And he sees Jesus, right? And he sees Jesus rise to fame. And he says, you know what? He's sitting there with his homeboy and they see Jesus like, man, you can't even buy power like that. He says, I want to be like that in 10 years. Then he says, well, I want to be like that now. So then he hatches this plan, right? Where, he's going to make people believe he's some kind of Messiah. So he has his homeboy play blind, right? And he miraculously heals him. Then they show the money that's coming in. He says, knowledge is stronger than belief. A lot of real subtle things. And I just think it's so interesting, right? How people, they don't want to see this kind of stuff. You think.
So what he's doing here is discrediting Jesus, okay? And this isn't the first time. Jay-Z actually has a history of this. And lots of his music, he says atheist things, satanic things, and he's been known. So he's been an operative for the government for quite a while. He's backed Hillary, him and Beyonce, power couple. Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and here is a gentleman here named Aleister Crowley. You ever heard of him? His saying was, do what thou wilt. He's an occultist leader, satanic leader. Don't go too far down the rabbit hole in that sick effer there. But you see what Jay-Z has on his shirt. He says, do what thou wilt. He's been into Satanism for quite a long time, right? So in a 2017 tirade backstage, he says these things Jay-Z does. He says, Jesus was invented to control dumb people. While smart people worship Satan, hip-hop star Jay-Z blasted traditional Christian values in an epic rant where he claims to be part of the exclusive club of smart people. Who is that? Illuminati? You ever heard of that group? Who worships one true Lord, Satan. The billionaire rapper has also claimed that God created Lucifer to be the bearer of truth and light, and that Jesus never existed, but was merely a tool created by smart people to control dumb people. During the backstage tirade at Smoothie King Center, New Orleans, Jay-Z pointed around the room saying, y'all being played. There ain't no Jesus. Y'all slaves to a fake religion. Do you think I got where I am praying to a guy that doesn't exist? No, I found the guys who invented the guy and I joined the club. And then I worked my way to the top. I earned my new form of humanity and maturity, and I fully embrace my older brother, Satan, he says. So one of Jay-Z's closest friends is a satanic witch, okay? Same witch, I guess, that Lady Gaga is friends with, and there's videos of them together on YouTube if you want to see that. Now, there's been tons of talk about Jay-Z over the years having ties to the Illuminati. This is not some kind of conspiracy theory, okay? He's had ties for years. You can search and see a ton of articles on it. He was also a bit big. Him and Beyonce were huge enemies of Donald Trump. As you can see here, Trump's last enemies before Election Day: Jay-Z, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, and John Bon Jovi. It's funny I bring up Lady Gaga because her friend that's the satanic witch is also the friend of Jay-Z and Beyonce. It's like their mentor, I guess you could say. So we're gonna bring this full circle. You remember Kanye West now Kanye West and Jay-Z were very close at one point in time. He actually I guess helped produce music. He was a producer for music for Jay-Z. Okay. And let me say this. The other day when I did the video about Rick Ross, I was playing calling singers and stuff. I don't think people get my humor. Right? I'm a very dry guy. I was trying to be humorous. I know the rappers. I know completely this whole ordeal. Right? I can tell you probably more than you know. Anyway, Kanye West and Jay-Z were close, and at this moment, Kanye walks up on stage as Taylor Swift was receiving an award that he thought Beyonce should have received. This moment changed the complete trajectory of Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift was a very quiet girl. This is MTV Music Awards, by the way. This isn't like a Grammy. This is MTV Music Awards. He gets up on stage, but this event right here changed the complete trajectory of Taylor Swift. Even Kanye West has a song called Famous. In the first lines, he talks about making Taylor Swift famous, and she absolutely is one of the most famous people in the entire world. Look at this magazine right here. Every single magazine has Taylor Swift on the cover of it. She is one of the most famous and influential people in the world right now. Now, do you think that is by happenstance? Do you think that maybe Kanye West was told to go do this because Kanye West was an icon in this moment, and he was known for doing erratic things? Could he have been told to do this by Jay-Z? Because he was doing it for Beyonce, right? But it caused a big stir. And, if you watch WWE, you know that the games they play and stuff like that, so for promoting things. So let me just show you all these Taylor Swift headlines. Can Taylor Swift sway voting in 2024 election? Right? These are all recent too. Inside Biden's anti-Trump battle plan and where Taylor Swift fits in. Watching Donald Trump ascend, the newly energized Biden campaign is aiming to make the general election all about him with some big endorsements. Remember that, big endorsements. Taylor Swift snags 35,000 new registered voters from Instagram posts. One Instagram post got 35,000 new voters. Taylor Swift endorsed Joe Biden. A Taylor Swift Instagram post helped drive a surge in voter registration. Can Taylor Swift shape the future of U.S. democracy? Yes, she can. Article after article, guys. Taylor Swift singer-songwriter, PSYOP, how conservative pundits spread a wild theory. I'm one of those guys. I'm spreading a wild theory as we speak. Would Taylor Swift endorsement help Joe Biden re-election chances? Experts weigh in. MAGA's Taylor Swift's conspiracy theory may cost GOP votes. Ex-RNC cheer, because you have this group called the Swifties. These are Taylor Swift's biggest fans, right? So you look at all that. Now, Taylor Swift's dating a dude that plays for a football team named Kansas City Chiefs. That dude's name's Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce just did a $20 million deal with Pfizer. Okay. So it's funny, they got together. Now all of a sudden he gets a $20 million deal with Pfizer. That's a ton of money, probably more than he makes playing football. Maybe not, I don't know. And I don't really care either. But Big Pharma's funding him. Big Pharma controls everything, right? But now he's going to the Super Bowl. Taylor Swift's been at the games. We know the NFL is super woke. She's been going to the games. It's been all about her. And he's going to the Super Bowl. Now, the funny thing is, I did this video a few weeks back, and it was leaked in Canada, of all places, that Kansas City Chiefs would be going to the Super Bowl. And I made a joke. I said, so the other team shouldn't be even playing then, right? It turns out they're going to the Super Bowl. So you have the biggest name in music dating the football player who's owned by Pfizer, who is now going to the Super Bowl, the biggest game of the year. Coincidental? Hell no. So let's go back to Kanye West. Let's go back to Kanye. Kanye, at one point in time, insisted he is not part of the Illuminati. So why would Kanye West come out and just insist he's not part of the Illuminati? All right. Well, now there's a leaked video from that. It just came out, but it was recorded in 2018. Listen closely what the man says.
Corey said he was a part of the CIA at one point, or am I making that up?
Yes, Corey CIA.
Let me back that up. He shakes his head at the cameraman. Yes, Corey's CIA.
Did Corey say he was a part of the CIA at one point, or am I making that up?
Yes, Corey CIA. Like, he didn't even have to say it. I know it. The fucking CIA. What are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? This is my godmother. This is my this. These Illuminati.
These are Illuminati. Are CIA and Illuminati the same thing?
That's why fucking Cardi B was over there. Cardi B is a plant by the Illuminati. She don't write her raps. She's just there to like sound as ignorant as possible, and then make songs like "fuck him" and you get some money.
Yeah.
You know, she was literally replaced, Nicki Minaj purposely.
Yeah. And you remember Nicki Minaj came out about the hokey pokey, didn't she? And she got shunned by everybody.
That they put her there. And now she doesn't know what to do. And she's just she has no idea what the fuck is going on. She thinks it's just a blessing from the universe. There ain't no blessing from the fucking universe. That's not some paranoid shit.
He went on to say that it was not a blessing that Cardi B made it. It's because she's a CIA asset. Here, listen again.
Did Corey say he was a part of the CIA at one point,
Did whoever say they were part of the CIA at one point?
or am I making that up?
And he's like, yeah, duh.
Yes, Corey CIA. Like, he didn't even have to say it. I know it. The fucking CIA. What are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? This is my godmother. This is my this. These Illuminati.
These are Illuminati. Okay. Now, let me pull up this. Let me pull this other video here. This was at a concert that Kanye West ranted at. Okay, listen to what he says here.
Life, even at the risk of my own success, my own career,
He says my own life. Hold on.
life, even at the risk of the world, Hillary Clinton.
Dudes, y'all still here? Tell me that ain't weird. That has never, ever happened before. Never happened before. Wow. We're about to get to the good part too. Anyway, so you heard Kanye West. So Kanye West went on Alex Jones, went on a lot of places, but he went on Alex Jones dropping truth bombs, telling you who the Illuminati was. He was out on the street corner showing names of who these people were and what group this is part of. And I can't even say it online because they'll kick you off and they'll drop you like a bad habit. But after that, he went missing for like 2 months. Couldn't find him. Well, if we look on Osama bin Laden, this is from 2015. Osama bin Laden bookshelf documents reveal obsession with conspiracies, they say. Let's scroll down here. Let's get down here. Where's the article at? I guess I got to do this. Okay. Let's get down here. Titles include MK Ultra. That's not conspiracy. That really happened. But let's look at this one. Bloodlines of the Illuminati by Fritz Springmeier. Build an expose of a secret society that controls the world. Osama bin Laden had that book. Now, remember this guy, Fritz? I'm going to tell you about him in a moment. But I want you to see, can you see what this website is on? You can. It's CIA.gov. This is CIA.gov library. Bloodlines of the Illuminati. This is on an actual CIA government website. This is a 300-page book, or 290, something like that. But it goes through absolutely everything. All these people, all the connections, all of it on a CIA.gov website. Now, this guy, Fritz Springmeier, highly educated guy, got arrested for armed robbery. Did a bunch of time in prison, right? He said he didn't do it. He was nowhere even near it, but he got put away in prison. Very odd, right? Bloodlines of Illuminati. So it's Illuminati, the group that does control the CIA. I mean, you know the world changed after JFK got hammered. The other thing, though, is that if you look at after the CIA took him out, the world completely changed, right? But a lot of people say, let's do something. Let's do something. Dude, it's so far gone. Like this has been going on for like 50 years, 60 years. this stuff. Like, this has been a power play for a very long time by very powerful people, you know. And I'm the most shadow banned guy on YouTube, I think. I really do believe that. I don't see people, you know, I look at other guys that do like political commentary, man, they're getting views like crazy. You can't even find me. My partner's got an account. I've got a personal account. I don't even get notified. I follow, I hit the bell on Black Scout, don't even get notified. And I'm the guy making the freaking video. My cameraman's the one that's editing them. He doesn't even get notified. He uploads them. Most shadow banned guy on YouTube. Now, something funny. This is just a side tangent. Years ago, a long time ago, my first like year, this is before I even touched any of these subjects, only the survival tactical stuff, combatives and things. Once you get like 100,000 followers, you get a manager, right? YouTube manager. I had a guy who was very cool guy, and worked with him for a while. I actually had a Russian girl first for like 6 months, and then I switched over to a guy. The guy was very cool though. Like, he had taught me all the time, tell me all kinds of pointers and things. He went to go work for another big company. But anyway, so for years I tried to get another manager. Wouldn't give me one. Would not give me one. So I got picked up because I had an idea, because I'd been shadow banned so badly that me and my partner would start doing shorts. We started doing shorts because I told my partner, I said, shorts I think will be on a different algorithm because it's so new. They're trying to compete with TikTok. They can't afford to shut it down. So we started gaining traction out of nowhere. Hadn't in years. Hadn't got more than 1,000 followers in years. Now tell me how that's possible. And so we started gaining traction again. Well, then they developed a shorts like group, like a test beta group. And they put us in that group, or they asked if we would join it, and we did. And so I asked the manager of these shorts, I said, is this on the same algorithm? And she said, no. I said, because I'm heavily shadow banned. I said, can you verify I'm shadow banned? She said, she came back and she said, yeah, they've got something on your account. I have like a permanent shadow ban, not like a 48-hour like most people. I have a permanent shadow ban. Like, I can't get rid of it. Like, the only way I get help is when you guys share videos. You see what just happened. I'm dropping truth bombs in here and they're shutting it down. And so she told me, you just need to start a new channel. And I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna give up like that. But anyway, so and people keep saying go to Rumble. Rumble's even worse. Trust me, I know the inner workings of Rumble. Want nothing to do with it. If I tell, and I probably will, I'm going to tell you all about Rumble. I'm going to tell you about it one day, and you won't have nothing to do with it either. But anyway, so we built traction. And so anyway, they came out with a thing where I had to answer questions, and some of those things were my gender and all sort of things. And so I said I was non-binary, and I'd been asking for a manager for years. As soon as I said I was non-binary, boom, got a manager within the next week. So I've had 3 managers so far. I've got a new girl that just started like last week. She messaged me last Friday. She says, hey, you've got a lot of demonetized videos. Do you want me to get those rechecked by some people she knows? I said, of course. So I had a video go viral, I think on the 21st of November. And it was shadow banned out the gate. And as soon as it went viral, it got like 600,000 views. It got shadow banned. Boom. In a few other videos, and I gave her a few links of ones that I want her to check. This morning, her team emailed and said, yeah, those videos are fine. I'm not sure why they got demonetized. So the way demonetization works, I know the haters are clapping like, he's not making money. Good. I don't care about that. The fact is they restrict your message, because when you get shadow banned or when you get demonetized, they then stop your videos. Sometimes you can't even share it. Like, I can't even share my own videos on. That's why if you follow us on Facebook, rarely you see a video posted because we can't even share our own videos. So I'm the most shadow banned guy on YouTube. And you saw what just happened if you're still here. They don't want this type of knowledge. Look, I'm not owned by anybody. I promise you. I'm not like one of these other guys. I'm not like Ben Shapiro that's like, hey guys, our sponsors today, blah, 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 blah. There's like a couple companies I work with because there's stuff I really use. Don't own. I'm not part of any kind of pro. Like there's lots of companies, like a lot of your YouTubers you watch are owned by different, like Daily Wire. They're owned by different people. Totally independent, right? And this is the reason why you can't win whenever, or you can't go around it, because these people have had the pockets of YouTube where they'll bend the knee. If you notice any of these big time influencers, they won't talk about certain subjects. They will only talk about the safe zones. They can talk a lot. They talk a lot about LGBT indoctrination of youth. They do a lot of that. They do a lot of things that are in the safe zone. They will not talk about anything serious, right? They're jesters in a court. But anyhow, guys, I hope this information really made you think tonight. We know who the Illuminati is, and if you want to go look at that book, go type in that title, go read it. Has a lot of knowledge, a lot of truth bombs, and Osama bin Laden had it on his bookshelf, and they called it a conspiracy theory, just like MK Ultra. We know that was real. There's a documentary on it. We know a guy that was involved in the project that got killed. Family friend, doctor, scientist. He was killed by the CIA. Actually, his family got awarded millions of dollars for this because they had finally admitted to it. So these things really happen. It's a sick world, and it's much darker than you think. And to be honest, it's probably past the point of no return. A lot of these things we see are acts, propaganda. Shouldn't believe half of it. Even the people that you think are your heroes aren't even on your own team. Anyhow, guys, I wanted to share this with you. I want to expose it. Anytime I get it, I want to drop it to you, and go listen to Easy Real MF&Gs and Tupac, All Eyes on Me. Those are good ones. Anyhow, guys, remember to stay frosty, stay strapped, and always stay dangerous. Good night.